So I don't mind explaining a few times. It's very important stuff. Okay. So when interest rates fall, hot money Jerry flows in or flows out. When I cut my interest rates, would people want to save in my country? They will say, hey, your interest rates are only 3%. Australia is offering 3.01. So hot money will flow away from us. I cut my interest rate and I say, I don't want to save in your country. Right? So it flows out. Okay? Is that okay? So hot money flows out. And when hot money flows out, what happens to your currency? Supply of the currency will increase or decrease? Supply of currency increases in the foreign exchange market. Assuming ceteris paribus, exchange rate depreciates. Therefore, X minus M rises. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. All you have to do is to tell me which one you are not sure. Because you don't want to make a mistake when you're writing this in your essays. 1, 2, 3, 4. On Zoom, you all can tell me which one. Okay, just tell me the number. Then here, you can one hand enough, you can point. Depends on whether you're applying it to AD or balance or trade. Why not I talk about that? Okay, so I'll address this. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, that's an easy question. One of you asked me what is DEP, depreciation. Okay. All good, Oh, all good. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, anyone else? Okay, so I'm not going to explain 3, just 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Okay. So let's explain 1 first, because all these things may have been quite new. All right. Especially if your school hasn't really done monetary policy. Okay. So the first one, hot money is always moving around in search of higher returns. It's always sloshing around looking for higher returns. Okay? Where do you get the higher returns? By saving in the banks. It's a very colloquial way of just saying it. Usually we just say you attract hot money flows. Okay? So therefore, if a country were to lower its interest rates, hot money flows out. Hot money flows in. Okay? Standard. Right. So number 1, have I addressed the doubts already? Especially if you ask me about 1 earlier on, is this okay? Yeah, let me see. Okay. If still not very clear about 1, let me know. Yes. You decrease the cost of borrowing, yes, but hot money people are the ones with a lot of money. So it's true that lower interest rates will increase CNI. But now when you talk about hot money flows, we are trying to build the link to X minus M, the 4th component of AD. So secondary effect is to say interest rates affect C and I, they also affect X minus M. Not a direct link. That's why we have 4 points here. Okay. So 1, okay. Then let's move on to 2. 2 is understandable because the foreign exchange market is a black box to most of us. We don't know what happens there. You might be wondering, foreign exchange market, isn't it like a supermarket? I walk in and people are holding up different currencies. Actually, it's a bit like that, but it's all electronic. You know you can buy and sell currencies? My friend, I remember in school, he came, and then he looked very grey. What? So I asked him why. He said the day before he bought the Japanese yen to lend out in Aussie dollar. Quite smart. It's called the yen carry trade. Because Japanese yen was charging 0.2% interest. Australia, they were paying 7% interest. So he borrowed in yen, incurring the 0.2% interest, and lent out in Aussie dollar, earning 7% interest. So from doing nothing, he earned 6.98%. Huh? Then overnight, the Japanese yen shot up. Because the Japanese central bank knew that a lot of people were doing this, and they were not happy, they wanted to frighten them. So my friend had to repay the Japanese yen at a point where the yen was super expensive. So he said he lost $5,000 overnight. It looked very great. That's the story. It's now an econs teacher. Yeah, in uni. Yeah, huh? So I'm not saying, oh, currency definitely makes you great, but you have to know that currencies are volatile. Okay? Yeah. So that was called the yen carry trade. People are still doing it now. Okay. Okay. So the foreign exchange market, what's the closest to a foreign exchange market you can see, you can touch, you can walk up to? What is it? Money changer. Very good. It's your money changer. So I'm going to explain point two. I'm going to tell you why supply of the currency goes up. Okay? So when lower interest rate in, say, US, okay, leads to hot money outflows. Okay, you will see, okay, investors, hot money investors are dumping US dollar at the money changer. Okay, so they are throwing the US dollar at the money changers and in exchange for other currencies. Yes, for other currencies. Because they don't need US dollar anymore. They are not going to store it in the US bank anymore. They're going to move it maybe to New Zealand. So they'll take all the US dollar, pass it to the money changer and say, give me New Zealand dollar. So what does the money changer see? The money changer's point of view is higher supply of US dollar. Whenever you talk about the foreign exchange market, what we did last week, your demand and supply curves, you are always standing in the shoes of the money changer. Okay? Now, next question is for you. See if you can answer this. When higher interest rates in US leads to hot money inflows, what does the money changer see? Now people are rushing to put the money in US. I'll give you some time to think about this. On Zoom, you can type it out and let me know also. Okay? What is the money changer going to observe? Maybe I'll ask Humin, what do you think? When hot money is flowing in, okay, what's gonna happen? Okay, if you all feel comfortable, you can use the mic also. Have I told you only last year, there was only one guy I muted because he kept asking, Mr. Koh, if I write this, why get A? Oh, I don't know why I asked. Then kept asking until I had to mute. Okay. I don't know how to explain. If you write this correctly, will you get A? A is not just because you answer one thing correctly. Huh? So yeah. But no issue with you, Kumi. You can use your mic if you want. Okay. So you see, hot money is flowing into US now, right? So if I'm a Singaporean, I want to put my money in US, I will go up to the money changer and ask for US dollar, correct? So, okay, yeah, Gumi, I think assuming that was a typo, okay, you got the correct answer. Higher demand for US dollar. Okay. Okay, because it's a higher supply. So I think, yeah, you meant this. Correct, very good. Higher demand for US dollar. Yes. So can we just build this into a standing link, a direct one that always happens in this manner? Higher demand, higher supply in your foreign exchange market, of course. Right? No questions? The third one, no one asked that because I think you're good with your demand and supply. Higher supply, the price drops, it depreciates. Okay, so that one, I don't think you have an issue. Okay, there's a question here. Why we explain the outcome as increase in... Okay. So one of you asked, why are you adopting the US dollar perspective here? Because I'm assuming US is the one that changes interest rate. So I'm trying to see how your interest rate policy affects your currency. That's all. Okay. Of course, if it's a Sing dollar perspective, then everything will be in terms of Sing dollar. I hope that addresses the questions, but very good. I'm happy to see all the queries come in. Okay, we'll address 4, then we go for a break. Okay, 4 is something where I think I've explained about 2 times, but I'm happy to do it 20 times if need be. Okay, because this is important. Here. Okay, this one, if you are asleep, wake up because the break is coming. Because this is important. Exchange rate depreciation and the link to X minus N.